Success! Ah! We win again! Ah! This is good. But Fausto, what is best in life?
The open steppe, fleet horse, falcons at your wrist, and the wind in your hair.
Ah! Wrong! Mark, what is best in life?
To crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentations of their women.
That is good.
That is good.
Michelle and Marcus Bachmann have been busy comparing gays to Satan and to barbarians, barbarians who need to be disciplined. Why is that?
Well, the Bachmanns believed that in ancient Europe, the Druids walked the land, mysticism ruled the earth, and the gays had fabulous parties until Jesus came along and ruined all the fun.
Basically, they thought of everything as Lord of the Rings meets Brokeback Mountain with a spicy gay twist. Now, I think this is a terribly flattering comparison, since when I think of barbarians, I think of guys like this. Why didn't you invite me to your costume party, boys?
What this is really about, it's about the Bachmanns trying to gain political power and money by characterizing gay folks as wild animals who need to be tied up and whipped.
A group of activists led by Nick Espinoza gave the Bachmanns exactly what they asked for, an invasion of gay barbarians. The furry, fabulous folks showed up at their anti-gay counseling center with protest signs, lots of fake fur, and a whole ton of glitter.
Whee!
Hey, don't throw any glitter around here.
Why not?
Because glitter is the herpes of the arts and crafts world, Mark. It never goes away.
Listen, I'll vacuum it up.
Okay, knock yourself out.
Oh, I don't have any glitter anyway.
To those of you who say that the rich don't create jobs, here is some hard evidence that they do. Police in New York City busted a prostitution ring catering to rich bankers on Wall Street who would spend on the average $10,000 a night for sex and cocaine. Woo!
Well, at least that taxpayer bailout went for something. A good time. And you thought trickle-down economics wouldn't work.
The prostitution service named High Class New York was run 24 hours a day out of a small office in Brooklyn. Now, if you have to call your service high class, you're probably like school in the summer. No class.
Are you really pulling out that old Fat Albert joke?
Listen, with the economy the way it is, be happy you get soup.
I guess it's good to recycle.
That's a nice t-shirt you got there, Mark Felian.
Thank you, I inked it myself. Barbarians do it better.
You know, I actually designed a Barbarians Do It Better t-shirt, and it's available on our website right now. Get it.
Let's take a look at some of the podcasts we taped this week.
Remember, you can subscribe to the podcast on iTunes and listen to the whole show for free.
Everybody in Chicago loves Amy Armstrong. She's our resident diva, and she just got back from a wild gay cruise.
Amy has all the dirt from hanging out with Cheetah Rivera, Bruce Vilanch, and gay porn star hustlers who got kicked off the boat for saying they were making a documentary when they were really just trying to shoot a sex video. And we really laughed when she told us about the bears hanging out in their jacuzzi. Listen to this.
But you say so. I mean, what kind of like gay man goes on these cruises? We're joking. It's kind of like the Saugatuck of the seas, or the
well, you know
Fire
what? I'm going to
Island.
tell you this. There's definitely differences between an Atlantis cruise and an RSVP cruise. I've only done one Atlantis where I haven't worked on it. I was just with a guest. But the RSVP cruises I love because it's a very eclectic group of people. You're talking not just young, not just old. There's anywhere from I was going to say late 20s all the way up to like 70s and 80s. And
Sure.
and the good thing is there's couples, there's singles, there's couples who play, there's so many different combinations of whatever you want. There's a large contingency of bears, which I love
They
because
love the buffet.
they not
They
just
go to
that
that
though. I have
Lido
to tell you
deck and
guys
not
this.
leave.
They're the kind of guys I love because they're big men and they love their bodies, they love themselves. They'll be out on the sun on the beach, like in the pools, and they really enjoy it. And I love it that they just like, this is who I am, and take it or leave it. I will say this, we make jokes because when they're in the hot tub, usually you can fit 4 or 5 people in a hot tub, but when there's bears, you can fit like 2 and maybe a cubby. And we call it bear soup. And so one day I called down because my friend was like, well, I'm at the pool. I'm like, is it bear soup? He goes, oh no, there's only one bear. It's like bear broth. Which I thought was great.
With the new Captain America movie out in theaters, Scott Herman, YouTube video blogger and fitness hunk, made his own Captain America-inspired workout video.
And I think you might like it. So we had to have Scott on the show, and I asked Scott about the role sex has in building muscle and in fitness. And I know you're all wondering what Scott's sex life is like, so we had to ask him. Listen to this.
I mean, without getting too personal, I mean, you know, do you find that having sex before a workout helps you or not?
Well, it depends on how tired you were before you actually had the sex.
Okay.
If you're really tired, that's the only thing keeping you going is not having it. But if you're well rested and then you have it, then you're feeling pretty good. So it can go either way.
Because let's face it, some guys, all they want to do after they're done having sex is sleeping.
Well, yeah, because especially at nighttime, you worked all day, you barely have any energy left, and then as soon as you're done, you're just like, yep, that was the last of it.
You're like, I can die now.
Yeah, exactly.
And we leave you this week with the hit of the week on our website, Feast of Fun, Lady Gaga's acoustic version of The Edge of Glory, performed on The Howard Stern Show. Everybody's been begging Lady Gaga to release an album of her hit songs done acoustically, just her voice and the piano. And since we all control what Lady Gaga does, Lady Gaga, make it happen.
Do it for the Barbarians.
Yes,
Do
as
it.
RuPaul likes to say, don't fuck it up. Mark, would you like to hear a song?
I sure would, Fausto.
I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm waiting on that moment with Drew. I'm on the edge, the edge,
The edge,
the edge,
the edge,
the edge.
the edge.
I'm on the edge of glory, and I'm waiting on that moment with you. I'm on the edge. It's an easy song to remember.
It's just the edge and you and you and
And
edge.
you and the edge, and everybody's happy.
Why'd you turn it Mexicano?
Because I like it to sing it with a little Latino flavor.
Oh, well, there you go.
The edge.
The edge.
Thank you for watching these great, epic videos.
Make sure you subscribe
And subscribe to the podcast on iTunes and listen to the show.
and leave a comment.
And give us the thumbs up. In the comments section, what would you like to see Lady Gaga do next?
Fry an egg on stage.
Or do a Christmas special with Marlo Thomas?
I'd like to see her with a machine gun full of popcorn feeding the audience.
I'd like to see her do a burlesque show with umbrellas, pink umbrellas and green umbrellas.
I'd like to see her melt on stage, only to become reconstituted somewhere else on stage.
Lady Gaga, Terminator 2. This time, it's personal.
Do it for the Barbarians.
The Barbarians command you, Lady Gaga. Ga, 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 ga.
Excuse me.
Sorry, I had something in my throat.